Happy Monday. It is Monday. I've been like really recharging and aligning my energies, especially with all the new moon energy that's coming about. Um, I know that the 222 portal or energetic wave was on February 22nd. Was that yesterday or a couple days ago? Either way, it is still a little bit early. I mean, early for me because I'm not an early riser. I want to make a smoothie, and I also want to share some movement again that I do to just upkeep my upkeep my stamina regimen. I have fallen off a little bit on it, but it's winter time and sometimes, especially in Canada, man, the winter blues is a real thing, and it just gets crazy, man. Like in Canada, when we don't have enough sun and stuff, especially for people who live in Canada who are maybe of the Caribbean diaspora, African diaspora, like we require sun, and Canada, unfortunately, has a lot of winter months or like even fall months and things like that. And we have to counteract all of those things. So, with that being said, I am still channeling my inner sun because we do have our inner sun, right? That solar plexus sun, like if anyone's familiar with like as above, so below, as within, so without. If there is a sun in the sky, then there's a sun within you and I. Yeah. So yeah, it's really about warming up the inner sun. So these exercises that I'm gonna do will kind of be about that. And it's gonna be great. I'm gonna do some bananas. I put bananas in here, as you can see, and I'm gonna do some frozen mangoes. And yeah. So, anyways, the inner sun is a thing. You want to make sure that you're doing what's necessary to boost your serotonin, your endorphins, and things like that. That way, you're not dealing with the peace. That way, you're not dealing with the winter blues. You know what I mean? So, I have some bananas in here. So I'm using oat milk, but the oat milk that I decided to use is actually much better than the one that I bought before because I'm in Canada, so I think this is a Canadian brand, but Earth's Own Naked brand if anyone's interested in it, because there's only 4 simple ingredients compared to other oat milks or other non-dairy milks. They have like extra stuff in there like guar gum, and I mean guar gum is not horrible, but to have like too much is just too much, right? So I found this milk that's only 4 ingredients, and it's filtered water, gluten-free oats, and then you have sea salt and amylase food enzyme. So this one, I like it. It's not as thick as the other milks, like the other oat milks I've tried, where the other ones are more thicker, but the other ones are more thicker because it has tapioca starch and gargum in there and stuff like that. So looking at this one, very, very simple ingredients, So shout out to Earth's Own Naked. They have other milks that have extra stuff in there, but that one is the naked version. So that's really great. Oh, Coco, thank you. I love your name. So I'm putting some date syrup my mom, I helped my mom make, but she mainly made it. I helped her and stuff. And if anyone's interested in learning how to make some really great date syrup, then that video is gonna be posted on Raw Natural Space. If anyone wants to subscribe, it's a new YouTube. Yeah, it's new YouTube, so check that out. And you'll be able to learn how to make some date syrup, which is so sweet and it's naturally sweet. You know what I mean? Like white sugar and stuff isn't the best, as a lot of us know. So if you want some delicious sweetness that's naturally sweet from earth, man, you're gonna want to try some date syrup. Make some date syrup for yourself. So yeah, I have that in there. I didn't really get to scrape it out, but it's so good. And it's so weird because date syrup, like when I eat it, it's so nostalgic. Like I don't know if you've ever eaten like date syrup or no, have you ever eaten something and it's like the nostalgia just kicks in. And it's not like I ate date syrup all the time when I was younger. It wasn't really a thing in my household, but oh my goodness, when I eat it, it's like when I eat it, it's just so good. And it reminds me of like, I don't know if it's another lifetime. I don't know if it's, maybe there's date syrup in a specific thing I used to eat. But yeah, it's so good. Love you a lot. Thanks for the love. So okay. This is our sprouted hemp seed powder. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of that in the mix into the smoothie. I could talk more about this in another video, but it's really great. Has all the proteins, fatty acids, things like that that is required for the body. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because it's really some good stuff. Okay, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I want to add a few more things in here. So of course, smoothies are always going to be what you want in there, right? I'm thinking to do some creatine, but the thing about it is now with creatine, obviously I'm not a bodybuilder as you can see, but I realized that within the last few months I was taking it without fully working out and it was giving me some crazy anxiety. So if I take this, with or after food. So you know what, I'm gonna choose to use this when I know I have gone 3 days in with push-ups, like nothing crazy, because I really don't want to be lifting crazy and stuff anymore. So I'm gonna take the creatine another time, and once I start taking it, just kind of get the ball rolling with it, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna take a little bit of maca powder. Don't need that much. I didn't even get the majority of it in the dang blender. It just went everywhere, y'all. That's okay. So what do you guys eat smoothies? Like, can you eat smoothies, drink smoothies? What's your favorite things to put in your smoothie? Let me know. And I'm always open to trying new things in the smoothie. For right now, I'm working with the usual. And also, I believe I'm gonna put a little bit of sea moss in there because it's been a bit since I've gone crazy with the sea moss. I've been like super consistent with my sea moss intake, so definitely going to do that. Now, the ashwagandha, you can use a mortar and pestle if you have. I have one, but I would rather just chop this up. So I'm going to take some of my ashwagandha and I'm actually gonna just chop it up a little bit more finely because it can be chopped up a little bit more. So this is my way of just kind of, you know, making it smaller. If you have a processor or a grinder or something like that, you can do that as well. But ashwagandha root is really great when it comes to receiving the proper energy that the body's needed, balancing hormones, balancing the nervous system. It's a very vital herb. So I'm just chopping this up really, really finely, nothing too, it's not too hard to chop it up either. So yeah, I'm gonna chop this up a little bit. Perfecto. And cool. So now I'm gonna just scoop this up in a spoon. And I will put this in to the mix with everything. So I had this amount. I'll put that in there. Actually, I'm gonna just sprinkle on the rest here. Okay, so now I'm going to add some sea moss. I don't have any super blend up right now, but there is some gelled up, which is great because then I can just put it into the blender. So I'm going to add a scoop of sea moss, like this amount. I haven't blended it yet into a gel, but this is what into like a flavor yet or anything, but this is what it looks like when you soak it and it gels up. It's like a jelly type of thing. So yeah, I have that. I have the sea moss in there. I got the ashwagandha. I used some oat milk. You can use any milk you want, preferably non-dairy because non-dairy milk is always going to be better for you. Peace to you. I put some maca in here as well. Banana, mango, a little bit of date syrup, and I have my hemp seed powder that I put in there as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want in this smoothie for now. If not, I will just make another one and we can add that stuff. So now we blend, and it's probably gonna be super noisy. So I will mute the mic. That way it's not gonna cause any disturbance. I'm live, but you can just not be in the camera. How are ya?
I want to get some ice.
How you doing?
I don't want to work. Sitting there staring at the thing.
Right, so this is the smoothie. It looks. It's a little watery today, but that's a-okay. I posted the first thing, so I posted it on the story too, and then I'm gonna post it on TikTok. Even though it's hard horizontal, I'll figure out a way to fill it so it's here. So yeah, I have my smoothie here, and it is blended to perfection. The sun is coming out a little bit, which is beautiful. So, it's really good because I have the banana in there, and banana is naturally sweet. So I added just a little bit of baked syrup, and even if you don't have a sweetener, the banana is gonna sweeten things to perfection anyway. So that's like my first meal basically until I'm ready to make something else. I haven't juiced in a couple of weeks, so that's another thing I'm gonna get into. Hi. That's another thing I'm gonna get into after what is oh, it's Monday. I thought it was the end of the week, but it's actually the beginning of the week. So I'm gonna be getting some more produce. That way I can make some more juices and share with you the juices that I'm going to be making. Because I love juicing too. It's another great way to get your minerals and a certain amount of energy. And because when I was younger, let me tell you something about when I was younger, I wasn't a candy person. I was definitely a juice person, and you know, there's so much sugar in stuff in juices, so sometimes going into the alternative route and consuming a juice that you've made, or just looking thoroughly at the grocery store or wherever you go, looking to see what's the best juices. Because the way I love juice, I love juice, but at the end of the day, there is a lot of sugar in there. So I'm learning more to just finding ways to make delicious juices at home. And I've had some amazing recipes and like things that I've done in the past that I want to bring back. For example, one time I made a juice that was pear, so barley pear. Barley pear, red grapes, and cinnamon. Just like a dash of cinnamon. And it was so good. It was so sweet, naturally sweet. So, you know, it's just an idea in case there are people out there that are, let's say, addicted to juice and pop and stuff. You'd be surprised what we can make at home that is it's just fresher. It's gonna taste better. It's just as sweet. and it can be thoroughly enjoyed. Now I know not everyone has a juicer and things like that, but you can get a very decently priced juicer, and or you have a blender, you can use your blender. And with the blender, you're gonna blend everything up, and then you're going to take a cheesecloth or some type of like a tea bag strainer, cheesecloth. Cheesecloth would probably be the best thing. And you simply blend everything up and you pour everything into the cheesecloth and you just strain it, and then there's your juice, you know. Of course, it is more labor than going to the convenience store and buying your juice, but I think it's worth it. I really think it's worth it because you made it, it's fresh, and you know where all of the ingredients are coming from, right? So that's just a reminder for someone out there. If you have an addiction to juice or sweets, try some date syrup out, some agave syrup. Not everyone's a vegan, so honey, sustainable honey if you can. Gotta thank the bees for what they be doing for us. And what else? Yeah, and juicing. You know, using that date syrup to sweeten things rather than just going with the white sugars, you know. So I got my smoothie ready to go. And now that my smoothie is ready, my stories, my lives sometimes are some movement. And then once I decide to stabilize myself, then it is mainly still the actual video. So if people don't really like that style, then I understand. So today I want to show the movements that I be doing to help ground myself, to help regulate my nervous system. Again, this page is mainly for understanding wellness or learning how to go about dealing with chronic pain, as well as the mental part of that. So I'm gonna get into this. No more long talking. Simply going to get into it. I'm going to end this live and I will restart the live once I'm fully ready. See you soon.